Right folks, this is a nice little run out on a Thursday afternoon. It's my first vlog, so don't expect anything spectacular. I'm actually doing this for a bloke called Bruce. I don't know if you've not ever watched Bruce's videos, but it's called Teapot One. And what a man. I've never known a bloke, he must have an arse made of leather, because the mileage that he does is incredible. He actually rode all the way around the world on a Jits 1000, which is an amazing feat on its own. So yeah, check out his videos. He's a right nice bloke. Anyway, I'm taking you basically up the dales. I like a few places of interest, not just for you, for Bruce as well. First port of call is Kilty Crag, and good place to park right on the bend. And yeah, it's, I won't be going too mad today, because when you get to my age it's hard to concentrate on the road and talk at the same time. But we'll see how we go. As you can see, Bruce, this is what you've been missing. I keep inviting you to the Yorkshire Dales, apart from the traffic of course. But yeah, it's a sunny place to live. I live exactly about 10 minutes from where we are now, and I suppose it's like everything else in life, that you take it for granted because it's on your doorstep. But even now, you know, you come out on a day like today and you can probably just see Kilty Crag in the distance there. Very popular for climbing. I mean, I don't know how they do it, because it's like an overhang, and no, come on, get out that bloody way. Yeah, so you know, they're hanging from this underhang. I'll stop and show you, and it's like they put an awful lot of faith into a little fixing, into a bit of rock. No, I've never fancied. I never fancied climbing. I've never fancied potholing. God, is 22 mile an hour slow enough for you? For crying out loud! Oh, look out for! Look at this lovely view. Oh, decided to pull in here so I can have a proper look. God almighty. There's another place here, it's a trout farm, and it's hilarious to watch them, because what happens is, here look, you pay so much to fish, but they don't, you have to pay for the fish that you catch, right, and they charge, like, I think it's £2 or £3 a pound, so, and there's some 10-pounders in there, so if you're there for half an hour and you catch one of them big ones, you're thinking, bloody hell, this could have cost me a fortune to fish here today. So they all try and get them on and try and lose them, or break the line, so they don't have to pay for them. Anyway, that's Kilty Crag, and that piece, you can't see any climbers on it. Right, onwards and upwards. Get rid of these, dispatch these motors. Be a bit careful on here, because last time I bloody come on, country little road like this, and there were a bloody speed van, and you think, what on earth they're trying to do? I can't see him. Yes, lovely. That's the weather's been a bit grim for a while, and it's like first chance it's been fairly dry, and it's nice. I'm not a wet weather man. Woo! There. Yeah, the next port of call is Kettlewell. It's a place where all the walkers go up into the hills. Can I go to sound why somebody brake when they're not going right fast? The road is very shiny. Oh, bloody hell. We've got a flood. Oh, that could, ooh, bloody hell, back in with me. There's a lot. Look at that in the bloody rain. Just look at that. Looks to be a bit wet. I don't like wet, but you can't have a sprightly ride when it's wet. Kettlewell down there in the valley. There's a couple of ways out of Kettlewell. The way I'm going, which is up towards Airgarth and Starbottom, but there's another way where you can go, and it's called Coverdale. And keep going on about Ardnott and Rhinos Pass being one of the steepest in England. You want to go up that bloody thing there. There's an hairpin bend. Bloody hell, it beats any of them on Ardnott's Pass. Yeah, so if you ever want a challenge, go up there. Oh God almighty. Right, we're just coming into the village of Askerig. Quite a famous place really, because everybody must at some time watched All Creatures Great and Small with Robert Hardy and I can't remember others, but anyway, this is where it was filmed, and we're just going to go past now. Where is it? There. We call it Skeldale B&B now, but that's where they used to use it as their veterinary practice, and I say they used it for years and years. I bet the people who own that made a nice little earning out of it. But yeah, so this is Askerig. I'm actually running parallel with the main dragging to Hawes. The only reason I don't particularly use it because it's well policed, and you know, if you want to ride a bit sprightly, they're out to get you, fortunately. I don't blame them in a way, because there were 2 more deaths on Sunday. I think this is actually Thursday the 28th of September. So last Sunday there were two bikers both the pillion passengers ran into a motor of them, apparently. I haven't got the full details yet. I normally get it straight away because my daughter's a paramedic in Settle, and of course she gets all the information, but she's off work at the moment. Nearly chopped a finger off in ambulance door. So anyway, yeah. So I haven't got any feedback on what's been going on. So no doubt we'll find out. We'll find out today actually, because she's meeting up with one of her other mates, paramedic, come up there. So yeah, it's a shame really. It just puts a bit of a mockers on riding motorbikes, and there's all these people killing themselves. So take care out there, you lot. You don't go too bloody balmy. Respect the speed limits through villages, says he, doing 36 miles an hour. Anyway, I'll now this is Bainbridge, another pretty village. A lot of bloody jippos take her over it, come bloody happy with there. But yeah, well, right. With all those who thought I wasn't looking, it's one way here. Same as this way here. You can swing around this corner because it's one way. Right. 9 times out of 10 there's a bobby over this hill. Just in a lay-by on the right hand side. I'm hoping you can hear me because the bloody wind is bloody howling at the moment. And I didn't have a breath of bloody air when I left home. Right, we're just coming up to Hawes now. It's a little market town place, famous for its cheese factory. As you can see, it's in a lovely setting. Yeah, anybody, it's Wensleydale Cheese Factory. Anybody wants to go there, don't eat your dinner first. They've got a testing hall, and very rarely is anybody in there, and there's about, I don't know, must be 20 odd different cheeses, and there's all the samples, and of course you just go in and stuff yourself silly. Every time I go I'm cheesed out before I come back out. But yeah, well worth the visit. You can actually go around the factory and watch them making the cheese, but you have to pay, of course. So yeah, well worth a visit. And there's I don't know if it's still here. Oh yeah, there's I don't know if you can see it there. There's rope makers. That's really interesting to go in there and watch them making these. You know, they don't just make little stuff; they make bloody big stuff for boats and everything. Yeah, really interesting. Why do cars drive so bloody slow? He's doing 8 miles an hour. 6 miles an hour. Come on, for crying out loud. Come on! Once a bloody time I'd pass them. Too busy looking at bloody shops and stuff, aren't they, to concentrate on the bloody driving. Well, I'm going to stop up here at the cafe and have a pot of tea, and I'll be back with you. I've had my pot of tea. Normally there's a load of bikes here, but being midweek they might not. Oh, that's so. And somewhere to bloody park, it's a problem. I might be able just to get it in there. Puts me in. Put reversing cameras on these bikes. Pennygarth Calf, where all the bikers go. That's me watered and fed. So we're going now to over the Buttercups Pass. And then I don't know what they call the little villages at the other side, but anyway, and then on to Kirby Stephen. And then from Kirby Stephen to Sedberg, and Sedberg to Devil's Bridge, which obviously everybody's heard of Devil's Bridge. Yeah. What a cracking day. Bloody weather being like it was last 2 weeks, I thought, oh my god, bloody summer's over. But it picked up a bit, but it will probably change again next week, knowing my luck. Very popular with the old walkers around here. Unfortunately I've got two bloody bad hips, I can't do it anymore now. But I used to love going for walks, you know. But that's old age for you. Bloody shit on the road here. Farmers. There's a place up here which is quite famous for something you probably won't even know. This place here in front of us is called Simonstone Hall, and it's famous for Jeremy Clarkson's punch-up with his director. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing here, but they had a big punch-up in there, and that's when he lost his job on Top Gear. Yeah, bit of information for you. Loads of gravel just here. And I'm very wary of gravel because I came off last year on the bloody stuff. Bloody broke 2 ribs. And anyone who hasn't had broken ribs bit bloody painful. You can't bloody breathe, you can't bloody do out. Yes, I don't want to do that again. I remember coming up here in the Model T Ford. When I got just down there, I went to bloody push the bloody thing all the way at the top of here. What a bloody journey that was. Well, I'm hoping you can hear me. I won't talk so much over there because it's bloody windy as hell. I'll just let you enjoy the scenery and watch out for the sheep. They're all bloody kamikazes of sheep. They've not got a brain in their head. It's, I don't want to come over here in winter. God. Fair drop off over there, you want to go over there. Oh. Spectacular views though. We're missing Bruce, huh? I mean, I'm only taking you on a fraction of the Yorkshire Dales today. This is a bloody bend and a half down here. Now catch a lot of people out. Not the bloody bikes I've seen laying on the sides here. Especially when there's a load of gravel on it and all. Oh, it's a little beauty spot I normally stop at. Nice, quiet, and bit of a waterfall going on. It's near Keeled. which is a very remote place. But yeah, that's my steed there, looking a bit grubby now. You wouldn't think you'd get bloody mucky at roads are dry, but they do. But yeah, lovely little spot, very quiet. And normally it's absolutely thundering through here when it's been a decent downpour. But no, middle of nowhere. But yeah, you like camping, lad. But anyway, I'll catch up with you in a bit. That'll be off again. Nice little spot that. It's a right bloody roller coaster road is this. Bloody goes right over the moors. The only trouble is it's a lot of blind corners, you can't see it's coming. They tend to slow you down a little bit. Yes, lovely. I don't know if you remember the series on telly about a farmer and his wife. I don't know how many kids he had, maybe 7 or 8 of them. They lived in a farm, right remote place, so it's more or less over the top of that hill there. Yeah, they got cut off in bloody winter and all sorts. Must love it. They've been there a lot of years, and they cater for ramblers. Which there's plenty of. Thank you. We always do it, don't we? We always say thank you, and they can't bloody hear us. No option, love, as soon as you blocked it off. Look at that for a view, if you like bleakness. Well, this is us just dropping down into Kirby Stephen. The sun's gone, the big black cloud. We're stuck behind a bloody camper. Oh, right. I'm not actually going into the centre of Kirby Stephen, we're just going to turn off when we get into it. And then I'm going to double back on myself. I don't know what number bloody road is, but anyway, I'd head for Sedberg, which is a lovely road. apart from the first part where there's quite a lot of sheep on it, but anyway, we'll dodge them one way or another. Go for that. I'll put you back on when I get something interesting to show you. Right, that's us out of Kirby Stephen. It was absolutely gridlocked, and cracking piece of road is this. It's looking a bit black. I want to go that way. Not that way. Coming into Kirby Stephen, not Kirby Stephen, Edberg. The weather's looking a bit murky. If all you folk think I'm a bit of a mad youngster, I'm not. I'll tell you now, I've been riding motorcycles for 55 years. So you can work it out for yourself all day. And don't like it when they put the lights on. Does that mean it's raining up ahead, or is it just because it's getting bloody dark? What's going on here? That's making a load of mess on the road. Lovely bit of road is this. This lovely bend where you can just flow up, well, apart from the bridge you'll feel like, but yeah, it's a cracking bit of road. It's looking decidedly murky. The trees are starting to turn a bit. If this blog turns out successful, I might do another one up in the Lake District when the colours start to change a bit, but we will see. I'd just like to mention a couple of other bloggers that I watch. You probably all know him, the Grassington Flyer. He's very knowledgeable about places, and he does a lot of test rides on different bikes, and yeah, he's good. And also Andyman Cam, he's actually a British bloke that lives in Germany, and yeah, he's pretty good as well. I suppose it's them that's put me onto this blogging mark, you know, but the trouble is I haven't got well, I haven't got a hardwired computer. I've just got a laptop, and it's awkward to do editing and stuff on them, I think. Not unless you get a really big one, and, it's too bloody expensive for me. So I'm doing this straight off the camera onto YouTube, so obviously you'll no doubt. Come on mate, alright, I'll wait for you. No doubt there'll be a load of bollocks up on it, but we'll see. Right folks, this is the road from Pepperberg down to Kirby Lonsdale and Devil's Bridge, and it's actually one of my favourite bits of road. Yeah, it's cracking bit of road. Well, it hasn't started raining yet, so that's something, I suppose. But, doesn't look very good. Temporary bridge down here, I think it's been in there 2 years already. I don't know how temporary I think it's going to be. But, I mean, this got washed out when we had them big floods, 2015, and it's been there ever since. So, and there's no signs of it. Thank you. But it's a bumpy old thing. Let's take off there. Spoiling it. I'm spoiling it for me. Bollocks. I really look forward to going over a bit of road and nobody wanting it. Or is it me that's just a bit mad? There's only a couple of places where you get bloody patched up on here. It's a bit you know, you can't get a line of sight. Not to be safe anyway. And probably a lot of you watching this and going, ah, go for it, go for it. Well, that's why I've been riding for so long and not had too many accidents. I ride fast, but I ride safe. And there we go. Bollocks. Fucking hell. Where you going, lads? Go on. Go on. Bloody hell, we look through that. He's trying his lad, but go. Oh, fucking hell. Pardon my French. Oh, it's nearly over with now. Bollocks. No, seems to be a car coming on every opportunity of overtaking. least I'll give them the dues, they're not doing out silly. Can't do with these that overtake on double white lines and blind bends and end up killing themselves, and then you know, everything else, bloody premiums goes up, and get more speed cameras. So no, good on them. Well, this is the famous Devil's Bridge. Normally in summer they're jumping off down here into the water, the madmen. But, yeah, so normally in back end autumn time, see a lot of salmon jumping up in here. But I've been stood here a while now before I put camera on, I haven't seen any. But, the River Loon, yeah, a lot of salmon come up here. But, none today. Anyway, I'll just have a wander down there, I'll show you where the hot bikes are. I mean, it's obviously it's a Thursday today, so there's not that many here. I mean, I've seen it when you can't even get a parking space for a bloody bike. Bloody alley there, it sounds like a tractor. Yeah, there's not so many here today. But on a weekend, it's bikes only, would you believe, here, which is unusual. But I've seen it where it's absolute, you can't get a single bike in. And they even open this field up at the other side. I've seen that full of now. But yeah. So anyway, that's more or less the end of my vlog. I hope it hasn't been too boring for you. I mean, one thing about YouTube, you can all turn it off. Anyway, if I make another one, no doubt you will see it. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching.